Everybody, Nancy Hart, Whole Heart Evolution here, your life mastery consultant. And I don't know about you, but I have been absolutely fascinated by the Mars rover Perseverance. What an amazing, what's the word I'm looking for? Tribute to creativity, to the kissing cousin, the word that's the kissing cousin of perseverance, which is persistence in the face of all kinds of obstacles and all kinds of odds, to create something in their mind and then in physicality that can launch and go 139.82 million miles to another planet, land safely, and then begin talking to us. Do you know that that rover has its own Facebook and Instagram page? It's fabulous. And if you haven't had an opportunity, take a look at, there's some great clips from a couple of science programs. One is on PBS, and I think it's Nova, who was actually talking with the absolutely amazing woman who is the project manager for this whole rover, current rover project, and the joy and the excitement that she shows when she is speaking into not just the objectives of perseverance, but the new things that she's going to do. And it is a she. They created a she. Don't know what that means in robotic terms, but she's a she. And she is sending back the most amazing images and talking about her landing. As a matter of fact, I was going to take a moment to just read a little bit of a clip, again, from her Instagram page, where she's talking about how they together, meaning the scientists, obviously, and engineers who have created her, were dealing with her parachute problems and how she's doing health checks, getting ready to roll the marathon, so to speak. But think about the persistence it took to overcome odds, that they had a vision and they kept moving forward. And now we can not only see, but we can hear. You can Google in, and you can actually put headphones on and hear the planet Mars. What the heck? That's amazing to me. And what it reminded me of is that I've been thinking a lot lately about the idea of persistence and what that's looking like in our lives. As a matter of fact, where is it? Here it is. There's a couple of things I want to show you that are on my bulletin board as encouragement. When I have my days, I have my stretch goals, I have my dream, I have my vision of who and where I want to be and go. And you know something, just like every other human on the planet, not every day moves forward the way I want it to. And like you, like me, like the rover, we kind of need our parachutes adjusted sometimes, and we got to get the kinks out, as we're operating, and sometimes we have setbacks. And I have on my bulletin board this little clipping that you can see says persistence pays. And I can just look up over the top of this laptop over the camera and see and be reminded that when I'm having a tough moment, when it feels like the stretch is getting too big, and I question myself, if this, whatever this is in the moment, is really what I want, I get to say, you know something, not every day's perfect, but persistence pays. Yeah. And the other thing that I have posted up, and this is something that my mentor and her team have instilled pretty much in all of us. My mentor is Mary Morrissey, as you know. And it says this is what it looks like when it's all working out. This is what it looks like while it's all working out. Guys, this could potentially be the most hopeful statement any of us have made in a long time. Because it's not, life doesn't necessarily take us on a linear trajectory up. There are going to be course corrections. There are days when we're going to wobble off course. There are days when our parachutes aren't going to deploy quite right. And we need to course correct. But we have our vision, we have our goal in mind. And that's when we know persistence pays. And it's funny, as I was thinking about this talk tonight, I found myself turning to another mentor and actually my superhero. And many of you know him as Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers. He sits over that shoulder right there. Excuse me, as a reminder to me to stay curious, to engage in that curiosity, to stay in my heart and allow myself to dream, allow myself to vision, because that ultimately is a key part of persistence in life. Yeah. And it's beautiful because in this little book, this is an anthology of some stories and songs and sayings that he shared over the years. And there's something on persistence, though he doesn't call it quite that he shared via a song that I wanted to share with you called "You've Got to Do It." And it goes like this. He says, "You can make believe it happens or pretend that something's true. You can wish or hope or contemplate a thing you'd like to do. But until you start to do it, you will never see it through, because the make-believe pretending just won't do it for you." Dreamers out there, are you hearing us? Dreamers, visioners, those with a vision you want to fulfill. Are you hearing action steps? I am. I love this. It continues on. You've got to do it. Every little bit. You've got to do it, do it, do it. And when you're through, you can know who did it. For you did it, you did it, you did it. It's not easy to keep trying, but it's one good way to grow. It's not easy to keep learning, but I know that this is so. When you've tried and learned, you're bigger than you were a day ago. It's not easy to keep trying, but it's one way to grow. You've got to do it. Fred Rogers. Our key this week is persistence. Stay the course. Follow your dream. You may even need to do it afraid. Course correct. And if you want some encouragement and some fun and some cool, go have a look at the Instagram account for the Mars Rover and see what she's saying to us today. Ladies and gentlemen, perseverance, persistence, may it serve you well. That's it for today, everybody. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye for now.